Get this underway at the Ontario Soccer Centre. It is the Girls Under 14 Ontario Cup Final. Circle K is proud to support soccer in Ontario and be your celebration headquarters. Circle K, a premier partner of Ontario Soccer. Join us after your match. Early pressure coming in, but Donia will play it towards the near side. And there's a lot of space down the line for the defense to work the ball up the field. And they are able to get it forward. And it's Mazzaferro coming in with speed onto the right flank. But that touch was just too far ahead for her, as Goff did a good job shielding her away. And it'll be an early goal kick for the Oshawa Kicks. Saying before the game, this probably is the first time I've seen goalkeeper rocking the number 7. Usually you see that's normally a central midfielder or a striker. But it's always cool to see goalies breaking out some new numbers, breaking some change. A little bit of a push onto the back there. Going up for the header, and it's going to be a free kick for Caledon, as Tavares will play this ball short, but the ball was still moving, so they're going to have to retake this kick. And they will play this one in short, and it's Kalidrakos. She's going to play this one out wide. I believe that's Russell trying to keep it in, but she gets it knocked away from her. Kalidrakos gets a foot in there, but Oshawa starting to move that ball forward, but just a touch too heavy there for Sweeney, and it's going to go past her foot and out for Cyclones throw. Danya under pressure onto the far sideline, can't go anywhere. Sweeney is getting some credit there from the coaching staff to continue hold Caledon on that far sideline. Assistant referee waves a flag there, and it's going to be a foul going against Oshawa Kicks, and it'll be a free kick still on that end sideline. So all that pressure coming in from Sweeney will be for naught, as Caledon will be able to kick it up the field, as there goes a boot right into the middle of the field, and Donya will be the player to pick this one up. She just gets it over to the far side, which Warren tries to play a through ball up. She is able to find her striker, who will then drop it back for Abby Russell. Russell tries to play a cut pass up top, trying to find Mazzaferro, but a little bit too close to get towards the goal of Whiteman, and that'll be an easy grab for her to come out and retrieve. Keep playing to look out for the Caledon Cyclones. It's their striker. That's Adriana Healy, 11 goals so far in the Golden Horseshoe League. Keep an eye out for her, but going against this Oshawa Kicks squad has only given up 8 goals against all season long in the CSL. Very tough team to get a goal against. So this game, you've got to look towards that all-important first goal. Who's going to be able to make that breakthrough here in this game? Sweeney battling it for on the edge of the penalty area. This one's going to go to the top, and it's going to take a deflection and go out for a corner kick. Neckers was able to get onto the end of that one. She got a low drive, but Abby Russell did a good job getting into the way and just deflected enough of this one. And now Oshawa will get their chance here with this corner kick. Bowman's going over to take. Players are spread out across the penalty area, so no distinct strategy here from the team, as this one's going to get lobbed in towards the near post. Sweeney with almost a free header. Second chance, pokes just by the post. And that was Parker King who got the chance there, and it will be another corner kick. As Sweeney was able to bring it down, Parker King got a piece of that one, just couldn't find that bum corner. But Oshawa putting in some good pressure here in the opening minutes of this Ontario Cup final. This one's going to go a little bit further out, and Caledon will be able to get this one away and win themselves a kick, as we have a late kick onto the shin pads getting called there from the referee, as they're going to have to drop this one back to the edge of their penalty area before putting in play. Russell, Mazzaferro, inside trying to find Donya, intercepted. Oshawa putting in some good pace early, as Pullman's going to carry this one into the left corner. Trying to continue her run, but coming over to help her is Sproxton, the defender, shifting over to help out her defense, and she's able to kick it up momentarily. Kalidrakos under some pressure. Good job there from Parker King, forcing her to clear it away, and it's a throw-in right by the corner flag for the Oshawa Kicks. So they currently sit second place in the CSL standings, in behind Barrie FC, who made the Ontario Cup Finals against this Caledon Cyclones last year. Trying to head up to Healy, but getting to that ball first was Lucy Fora, and she's going to put this down the left side for Neckers. Neckers going to try to work her way forward. She's going to leave this one for Pullman, but Pullman just has a touch off her foot, and Caledon will be able to get themselves that throw. Mazzaferro and Healy both called for that one, and neither of them ended up getting it, but Mazzaferro hustled to win it right back for the Cyclones. But they turn it over right to the foot of Parker King, who's going to try to hustle in. It's Parker King. Passes over to Sweeney. Sweeney tries to turn. Sweeney with the shot into the corner! Alias Sweeney gets the goal after a great play from Parker King, able to force the turnover. A beautiful turn from Sweeney, gets by the defender, and she makes no mistake putting it into the bottom corner. And if you're the Oshawa Kicks, that is the perfect start. And in the 6th minute, as Sweeney will get the goal. It's a dream start here for the Oshawa Kicks, and Caledon Cyclones putting as we have loose, but Whiteman is able to fall on top of that ball with 2 white jerseys. That ball got free. Down to the right side for Mazzaferro. Does a good job shielding that player away. Hits it back towards Donya. Drops it for Abby Russell, who does a nice cross-field pass to find teammate over on the left side. That's Kristich. Kristich now driving into the left side. She's going to try and see if she can get a cross through, but it gets poked away, and it's a corner kick for the Cyclones. A good response for the Caledon Cyclones after giving up the opening goal of the game. The corner kick finds the header of a player, and they'll head it over as Warren just got under that one and over the goal. First ball one in the air by the Cyclones as Sproxton puts this one right back into Oshawa territory, but Pullman will try to clear it away. She can't do so on the second opportunity and try to move it up. Will be Rickards, and it's finally forced back towards the Cyclones defense, but they put it right back into Oshawa pressure as here comes a ball in. And Wayman will be able to get it, but the Cyclones are starting to pick up the pace. Oshawa doing a good job, getting to them early, as the Cyclones are now on their back heels, and they want to see if they can tighten this one up quickly. On the line, finds Mazza trying to break free over on the sidelines. It's going to continue going on the touchline, and finally it finds this and out for a throw. By Mazzaferro, second touch there, brought on by Oshawa, and they're trying to hit this one over to Parker King, but they can't find her as Donya is now in the way. She's going to bring this one all the way back to Kalogerakos. It's Kristich. Back towards the defense. It's Greco who's going to play this one high in the air. Caledon trying to find a hole right now in this Oshawa defense, and some good high pressure coming in from Oshawa, not giving Caledon the time of day to make the passes they want to make. Warren trying to win this one away from Pullman. She's going to get some help from her defense. They're going to hit this one up the field, and here comes Parker King. She created that goal, and she's going to try to work her way through Kalogerakos. This time, no, Kalogerakos will win that fight, and Caledon is able to come onto the attack the other way with Kristich. She has some space. She's going to cross this one forward. 3 white jerseys around the penalty area, but Whiteman, sure hands once again, able to make the grab. Neckers hits this one back towards the midfield as they try to play the return pass, but it hits off the body of Tavares, and that's going to allow the Cyclones to continue going forward, but Healy can't retrieve that pass. Warren drops it back. Sproxton now down to the near side. Mazzaferro try to deke out the defense, and she's going to go on to our run as Fontana's going to try to hold her back, and Fontana does a good job. Forces that ball to be looked away, and it just rolls off the foot of Mazzaferro as they get a throw in, and yet another one here. Huge crowd in, and it'll be Caledon that comes out with it. They get the header down to the foot of Healy. Healy's trying to see if she can turn around. Can't find a way. The possession and try to find another avenue to be able to get onto the goal. As Pacheco's kick will bounce in around in a couple heads and it's finally settled into the midfield. But we have a couple bodies battling for that. And it'll be Oshawa who is able to close this one down. As again, Lucy Fora, and she tried to play a pass and a little bit of a knocked her off balance, which forced the ball. Once again, this time she hits it off of one. 12 minutes in here in the opening half. It's 1-0 for the Oshawa Kicks over the Caledon Cyclones in this girls under 14 Ontario Cup Finals. You have an early substitution coming in. It's Mia Antonucci coming off the field, and entering the game will be McKenna Slocum. Slocum will be entering the game as it's going to be settled in here. Trying to turn with it, not able to, and Caledon trying to push the ball forward. Russell looking for options, has the run coming across the entire field is Warren. Great run there. No one picked up on that. She touched over to Mazzaferro. She centers it, but it just bounces over the foot of the player on the far side. That's Kristich trying to get it forward. And now Sweeney wants to launch in a counterattack the other way, but Greco is shutting her down. Caledon will get that ball as Warren play it forward. Can't find Healy. This is the Oshawa way. It's it out for the rained here earlier today in Vaughan, Ontario. So it will be a little speed one. You see it skip, might see it move a little bit faster as in the previous Ontario Cup game final we had here in a very rainy morning. Bodies off an unfortunate of one of the Cyclone players, and it's going to be called for a free kick. This one's going to be hit over to Sweeney. Trying to create something as she her way. Caledon has out per foot. They almost got a good counterattack opportunity. The only player in the back line was Lucy Fora for the kicks. As Whiteman gets really under this kick, as it's going to continue to bounce, and Parker King is going to try and see if she can be the one to settle it. As she's going to get some help from her midfield now to move the ball up the field. That's the newly institution incoming here again for the Oshawa Kicks. Entering the game will be Delaney Hancock. Coming out of the field will be Samantha. A change on the near side of the wing for the Oshawa Kicks. And we'll see if Hancock can put her mark into the match for Oshawa. Rickards trying to see if she can find her attackers as Donya, though. She'll be able to pick it up, but once again, intercepted by Rickards as it gets knocked off. Slocum doing a good job. She's able to body herself away from the midfield, but good job there from Donya, able to win it right back, and here comes the ball up from Tavares. They try to switch it over. Finds Kristich. Kristich on the left foot into the bottom corner. And the Caledon Cyclones tie it right back up. And it's Angelina Kristich with a strong left-footed effort into the bottom corner. No mistake there in the 16th minute. And it's 1-1 here in this girls under 14 Ontario Cup final. As Kristich picks up the important goal as Caledon was getting some good momentum going, and that's how quickly they can strike a couple quick passes. Kristich got herself some space onto the edge of the penalty area, and she put that one perfectly into the bottom corner. No chance there for Whiteman. Gets it over in behind now for Sprux, and she's handling it in her own end, but it gets knocked out to some. You guys can still listen to me out here on the broadcast, so I'll do my best radio impressions for you all out here as the game continues to progress. Rickards into the midfield, try to play it up to find Parker King, and not able to, as here comes Caledon onto a counterattack the other way as they get this one over half, as the through ball played in from Mazzaferro couldn't find Healy, as the Oshawa defense is trying to clear it up the field, but it'll be the Caledon midfield who will slow it down in the Oshawa end. Here comes the goal scorer, that's Kristich down the left side. She's looking for some support though. Sweeney's doing a good job of not allowing her to go anywhere, and she's forced to go backwards, and Kaligerakos took a little bit of a stumble as Parker King read that pass and was almost all over on top of. Cyclones, though, back in possession in the Oshawa end. A quick 1-2 frees Mazzaferro on the right side. She plays a cross forward, doesn't find its player. Second chance. As with a ton of speed, it was Donya who had a good opportunity from the penalty area. She tried to put the laces onto it, but it just caught the outside of the foot and out for a goal kick. 18 minutes half past all is the score. Show kicks and the Caledon Cyclones, and this goes under 14 Ontario Cup final. As Slocum's going to try to see if she can help her teammates get out of the end. The ball continues to back and forth, and it'll be Whiteman who finds the ball inside her penalty area, and she'll pick that ball up. Drop kick will come in around the midfield as Parker King tries to carry this one up. Good force coming out from her, but Sproxton will be there in the way as it comes out to the right side of the field, with Mazzaferro trying to utilize her pace, breaking free on the right side. That first cross opportunity gets blocked, the second opportunity gets blocked, as Luis Flora does a good job there, getting in the way of both opportunities as we go for another corner kick.
Over there. Don't know about that. The video is a bit. That means I can't tell her off.
To the in-swinger, corner kick player lined up towards the far post, and that's where the ball goes. There's the header. Whiteman makes a save, a rebound, but Whiteman jumps all over that one as she's able to fall on top of that loose ball. Good corner kick play, and a header was brought on as it was Warren. The header onto that one onto goal. Whiteman made the original save and fell on top of the ball, making sure nobody poked that ball into the net. Caledon, though, continuing on the attack as Mazzaferro trying to throw the ball up for Healy. A little bit too strong though as it goes all the way towards the waiting Oshawa keeper. Got substitutions incoming for both teams here in just a moment. Quick 1-2 being played here from Oshawa, And Hancock's going to try to hustle it down this left side. Getting to it first though was Stroxton, but her clearance falls right into the way of Fontana. Fontana's pass though to Rickard, not able to be found. As Oshawa though, still trying to move it forward inside the midfield. Good job there from Goff, heads it down to the near side of the field. So where Oshawa going to continue it towards Hancock, not able to be controlled. As he gets it forward for Russell now, who's going to try to settle it for Caledon. Donia wasn't ready for that pass, but she was able to recover as Caledon's going to try to bring that ball into the Oshawa territory, and they do so with Kristich over on the far side. Nice little move from Kristich, able to create herself some space as she tries to play a ball up the middle. She's able to find her teammate, that's Mazzaferro, trying to work it for her. She's going to lead this one back in towards Warren. Warren's shot gets blocked, and it's going to continue to roll its way out for Rowan, but instead actually Tavares was running in there as they'll get caught here as the play will be blown dead as we have an injured Caledon Cyclone in behind the play. And it's going to be Sproxton who's down the turf, and she's going to ask for a substitution as she will come off the field as Marissa Taylor will come in and fill into a central back position. So Taylor in for Sproxton for the Caledon Cyclones. So we saw a lot of high press going in from the kicks. Some turnovers were happening amongst the defense. See if Taylor can bring some stability in the back line. But here comes the Cyclones on the attack once again. Mazzaferro plays across and just past the outstretched leg of Tavares. But Kristich keeps this one in over on the far side. She's going to try and see if she could get a second effort. Here comes the cross. There's an open goal as Whiteman misses the cross, but she's able to recover as Mazzaferro didn't get much onto the chance as Whiteman, able to go post to post, is able to get onto the end of that ball. It's always a difficult one when they play across and your goalkeeper misses it. You cut yourself out of position. Hancock plays the ball up and Parker King is going to give chase. Pacheco will call for this one as she falls on top of that ball. And she'll be able to get it. Since the goal right now, Oshawa try to send that ball to Parker King, and she was almost able to get onto that one. Russell, she plays a nice looping ball up the field for Healy. Healy's going to try to control it. She's going to cut towards the middle of the field. She's trying to force her way through the defense, but she's able to pass it off now to Kristich, who's joined onto the attack. Kristich, the goal scorer, able to body off Phillips. Gray is going to leave it back towards Warren. Warren's going to try a shot from distance, and she finds the corner! Amal Warren with a nice looping one into the top corner, and in the 25th minute, the Caledon Cyclones will get the lead here in this one with a beautiful looping finish as Kristich dropped it back for Warren, and Warren made no mistake, put it right over the diving goalkeeper into the corner, and it is 2-1 for the Caledon Cyclones over the Oshawa Kicks in this girls under 14 Ontario Cup final. After this goal, multiple substitutions coming in. We see Samantha Russell coming into the game for Abby Russell. We see Theo Harris coming into the game. Coming in as well for Oshawa, we see Sierra Andre coming in, as well as Rory Cowling McDonald as Neckers as well. And Neckers will re-enter the game as well for Oshawa Kicks. She's going to replace Madison Rickards. So 5 changes right here. 2 for Caledon. And 3 for the Kicks as we're ready to resume play here. It's been a crazy first half here. Lots of goals happening already as we have Neckers coming in with a break onto the right side. She's going to try and see if she could tie this one up instantly for the Kicks, but Kalajarako's does well to shield her off the ball, and she takes a tumble, and it'll be a free kick for the Cyclones as they're able to shut it down. There's Goff with a deep ball up the field. King can't control it. And here comes the Cyclones once again on the attack, but doing a good job. There's Lucy Fora. Shut it down, but there's a second opportunity here with a through ball for Mazzaferro. Whiteman is hustling for this one. She just gets to that one first before Mazzaferro, as there was a good through ball opportunity being played there coming out from the Cyclones. Lucy Fora hits the ball up the field towards midfield, and the Cyclones will regain possession. They try to pass it up, intercepted though as Andre just boots it across the field as Kristich though is there, and she's going to knock it towards Greco. Kristich with a boot up and towards the midfield finds Donya. Donya's going to chip this one forward, and it's Russell all alone. Russell into the goal! And the Caledon Cyclones have found another, and it's the substitute, Samantha Russell, finding her goal as she was able to get a nice little play there from the midfield as she was sent in all alone and made no mistake. And the Cyclones have added another goal onto their tally in the 27th minute from Russell, doing a great individual effort. Another substitutions coming in here for Caledon. Bianca D'Souza and Maddie Spedzinski will check into the game. They're going to replace Mazzaferro and Donya for the Cyclones. So right away, instantly responded. It's 3-1 now for the Caledon Cyclones over the Oshawa Kicks in this girls under 14 Ontario Cup final. As the defense, once again, for Oshawa, trying to withstand this pressure coming out here from the Cyclones. Here comes a nice ball played in on the left side. This one's going to send Kristich going forward. And Whiteman comes out and is able to retrieve it. And on this one, on that through ball right there, I felt like Kristich might have been able to get to that ball first. But sometimes as a goalkeeper, just that pressure of you coming out of your goal and putting as an attacker, you see that coming in. You start to slow down your run, or you start to second guess things. And that's what happened there. Kristich actually slowed down her run once you saw the goalkeeper coming. And it just allowed Whiteman to jump all over this one. So there's Spedzinski into the corner, battling against Cowling McDonald over on the far side. She's able to find some help in Tavares as they're trying to see if they can lay a ball into the edge of the penalty area. But there's Lucy Fora able to boot this one up the field as Theo Harris now is going to settle it. Taylor to Kalajarakos as the Cyclones will try to switch it over and utilize the far side of the field, but Necker's not going to let this one happen as she's going to try to body this ball away from Greco, but Greco will fight right back and poke that ball away and out for the throw-in. Toronto FC is an official premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the presenting partner for the Youth High Performance, the Ontario Player Development League, the province's Youth High Performance League. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Comes the boot up around midfield. D'Souza, she's going to get a head on to this one as it's going to get towards the midfield for Theo Harris. She's going to leave that one for Warren, who got that leading goal. A beautiful looping shot. She'll play a little 1-2 and get that ball onto a run on the left side. Here comes Warren. She's going to first time play across, but the two players running across the goal area weren't there in time. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for their patience here as we have sorted through technical difficulties. The rain here was absolutely pouring here early. When you got all the equipment here, it's obviously going to affect some aspects of the broadcast, but I appreciate all your patience here as it looks like we're all good, back to normal as we continue out here in this first half. One more game here remaining today as well. We have the girls under 16 Ontario Cup final. Following this match at 4:30 p.m., it's going to be the Windsor Eastside Kickers going against the Aaron Mills Eagles, in our final match of the Ontario Cup finals process. It's been a crazy 2 weekends here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Theo Harris trying to work that ball up as he gets blocked into the midfield. Settled in now by Hancock. She tries to move forward, but Spadzinski wins it back. She hits it over towards D'Souza. Warren tries to turn, not able to. Puts it back to Kalogerakos, who plays Kristich. Nice movement coming out from Caledon. Greco into the midfield. 3 white jerseys around, and they're all looking towards it. Spadzinski's pass just rolls off the foot of Russell, and it goes out towards Whiteman. The Oshawa fans trying to cheer on their team. Although they're down by 2 now, they got the early goal. They know how to find the back of the net. Can they find back into the thick of this game? Kristich drops back into support. She's got an option down the side, which is her defense. That is attack, and she's going to try and pass her, but Greco just has that one roll by her, and Oshawa will be able to take the throw. D'Souza switches it over to Spadzinski. Tries to play it up towards the attackers, but Lucifora first time clears this one away as here comes another substitution incoming for the Caledon Cyclones. Sproxton, well, she's going to re-enter the game. She went down with an injury earlier in this first half. And she's going to replace Greco as Healy will re-enter the game. She's going to replace Kristich. So Russell will shift over towards the left wing as well Kalogerakos, as the 2 substitutes will occupy the central of the field. Oshawa's boots this one down and giving chase once again. That's Parker King onto the attack. She's going to get some help from Hancock, and here comes Hancock down the left side, able to get by the pressure of the first defender. That gets blocked by Taylor, and it's a corner kick for the Oshawa Kicks. It's a great opportunity to try and see if they can get this one back to a 1-goal scoreline, as they, on their previous corner kicks, have got themselves some chances onto the goal of Sasha Pacheco, who hasn't really been tested much here so far in this first half. This one's going around the penalty mark. They do get the header. That's Parker King once again, but she couldn't head that one towards the goal. Once again, all in the air on the corner kicks as they're going to continue to try to put pressure. That's Parker King once again with some possession over on the far corner, trying to see if she can get out of it and maybe win her team a kick or a throw, but she gets a little bit too much onto the back of Kalogerakos, as once again Kalogerakos wins her team another free kick, but they try to play it in quickly, and as Oshawa will be able to block it as Neckers does well to be able to keep it in front of her, and she'll win her team a throw-in. Oshawa opportunity is more substitutions. Sweeney coming back onto the field, and Mia Antonucci comes back onto the field to play. So Antonucci and Sweeney who started the game. Sweeney got the goal. Can she find another one here for her kicks team? Header will get cleared away to Pullman as the Cyclones start to move up, try to put a high trap on, and Sproxton, you can see the full two-handed push onto the back of Sweeney as they both go the opposite ways, but the action will still continue. Warren tries to hit it up the field. The kick's starting to get some momentum going their way. They're starting to get some chances going on here in the Caledon Cyclones end. Almost with a block there. That was Andre. Not able to keep it in front of her. Now Cyclones will be able to finally get it out of their end as so there's some good possession going from the able to be won right. Andre. Cases we have onto the turf. That is D'Souza. And D'Souza is down on one knee and looks like she's hurt herself. It looks like she's holding the right side of hip or the leg. So we'll way out to the sideline. Hopefully she'll the medical staff before we resume play here with the Oshawa Kicks getting the throw in. This one's going to get played in towards the corner. Necker's trying to see if she can get onto this one. But the Caledon defense gets to it first, and they're going to try to hit it down up the field. The defender misses that one. That was Goff, and that's going to allow Russell to come out through all along the wing. Russell gets through one defender, and she's going to try to continue her run as she tried to play it up the field towards Healy. As Healy's going to bounce off of Goff as she tries an effort towards the goal, but it gets knocked aside as it will go out for a corner kick. As Laura Goff took a bit of a beating there, getting knocked over twice there on that build-up for the Caledon Cyclones. It's another in-swinger of a corner. One player sitting directly on the goalkeeper, trying to see if they can get under the head of Whiteman. As we see Caladraco's coming in for the short. No one picking up on her run. As Caledon will put this one in play as Warren put this one into the corner for Russell. Touches this one inside for Donia. Donia tries a shot. There's a loose ball for Healy, and she fans on that one. Fall right to the foot of the player you want to have it on, but Healy just couldn't find the power there. As this one will roll right towards Whiteman, who will be able to make the save. A great passing sequence right inside that penalty area for the Cyclones, as they're going to continue on the attack now with Russell. Deep boot up the other way as it's going to be King. Check that, that's Sweeney going up onto a run. Sweeney, though, will get shut down as Taylor has been dropped back, and she'll be able to win it right for the Cyclones as we have a little bit of ping pong towards the midfield as the teams are kicking it back and forth towards each other as they're looking to finally get some control. Sproxton tries to carry it up herself, not able to. Now Donia will be the person to pick this one up, but she's going to go shoulder to shoulder with the Oshawa player, and it's going to be a foul going against Hancock as we have yet another injured player in behind the scenes for the Cyclones. Again, a lot of injuries here early, and this one's Caladracos who's down onto the turf now for the Cyclones. Again, guys, just letting you guys know if you're wondering off and on here on the quality, and we're dealing with, unfortunately, the Rain's providing some technical difficulties on the equipment, so we're doing, like we said, we're going back to our best radio. So hopefully you guys can stay listened in here, and I'll do my best to give you a visual representation about what's going on as well as we resume play with the ball around at midfield, where the Oshawa Kicks will try to move that ball up. They're joining in on to attack as Antonucci. She's able to hit it up the field towards Sweeney. Sweeney tries to turn it over and pass it towards the player on the far side. That is Neckers, but it gets blocked as Warren is now going to hit it down the left side. Too far. Just goes by her outstretched leg as it'll go out for the throw and for the injured player. Caledon comes off. Rico over. Good battle into the midfield to one by Goff as Goff tries to play a through ball over on the far side. Too far, unfortunately, to get towards Neckers, and it's going to go out for one as we had the indication from the fourth official of 2 minutes of added time. First half, it is 3-1. Block it, and she puts this one back in towards the get down, and she wins a free kick right by the corner flag for the kicks before this halftime break, as it'll be Pullman taking this one. Gets to it first though. Cyclones are able to win for the first time off a set piece, but it goes right back towards Pullman, who wants to put it right back in, but it gets blocked, and it will just go for a throw-in on the far side. We're going to try and fix all these technical issues for you guys out here in the second half, so make sure to stick around here as we think everything will be fixed by then. Warren will get on the end of the throw. She's going to boot it up the field, but it goes right to an Oshawa defender who puts it right back into Caledon territory. Caledon, though, and this time they're able to pass this ball up, and they're quickly trying to move that ball up the field. But that ball is overhit as it goes straight to the waiting hands of Whiteman, who's going to boot it down. There's such few time left in this first half. Gatorade, rehydrate. It is a Gatorade. Spadzinski is able to win it right off of the Oshawa defender. She's trying to break free. Not able to get it further as the defense is able to clear, as there goes the halftime whistle here at this under 14 girls Ontario Cup final. Come back here to the Ontario Soccer Center for this second excellent play here, and the girls under 14 Ontario Cup final between the Oshawa Kicks and the Caledon Cyclones. It is 3-1 for the Cyclones, but the Oshawa Kicks doing exactly what they did at the beginning of the first half, coming out with some quickness and speed to try to see if they can get one back, as we see a big struggle for that ball over on the edge of the area. They're going to put this back in the corner though for Pullman. Just play across on the far side. Caledon's claiming for a handball, and they are going to get it as Hancock handled that ball. She tried to control it, see if she can pull a shot on to goal. Healing. Towards the right side of the field. As here's Mazzaferro coming in with some speed. She's hustling forward, trying to get around Lucifora. And it's going to be knocked all the way back towards Donia. She's back on the field to play. She's playing right back this half. We saw her last half play left back. We saw her play center back. She's on the right side. A very multifaceted defender Caledon is on the field as Kurt Stitch. We got herself a nice little turn from her. Oshawa get themselves a throw in here. Fontana looking for some options to throw this one into. A third player's coming in for some support. So she's going to lob it in and gets that ball. No one's able to get any progress in the past minute. But let's see if Caledon will be able to switch the play and start the action continuing here with Sproxton. Good pressure coming out here from Pullman. She continues to put that high press on this Caledon defense. They've been forcing turnovers on this Caledon defense, and they do so once again with Sweeney trying to play a return pass towards Logan. Can't get towards, but joining up on the attack is Antonucci, who just can't keep that one in play, but the referee will call a free kick for the Oshawa Kicks, as Antonucci was interfered with as she tried to keep that one in play. Fontana is going to be setting up for this one.
Now it's still not even.
They're going in towards the far post. From Fontana, that one just gets over the head of Sweeney. Sproxton keeps it in front of her, but it goes as far as Rickards. Rickards tries to play it back towards the left side for Hancock. Slots it in for the chance. This is safe for Pacheco. A second opportunity. Still loose, but it's not going to count regardless. This is going to get called back for an offside.
Yeah.
A great run brought in from Neckers, but The whole opportunity will be for naught, as it wouldn't have counted regardless for the upside going against the Kicks. But they're building some momentum, and it's causing the Cyclones to start being a little bit looser with the ball as they're going to try to continue quickly the other way. Press, forcing Caledon just to make those passes in quicker, and then again it forces yet another turnover. There's one thing that's working for this Oshawa team, and it is this high press they have been putting on the Cyclones. Kalidrakos does a nice job there and relieves herself some pressure. She gets it over towards Dunya. Back towards Taylor. Taylor's pass can't find anything as it's going to bounce around the midfield. As it's going to be picked up by Pullman. Pullman's going to play this one for McDonald. That gets blocked, and it's getting some applause here from the Oshawa coaching staff as they're cheering on the Kicks as they're going towards a positive direction, as we have another injury coming out here for Caledon, and I believe that's Sproxton once again. She came down with an injury in the first half, went down on one knee, required a substitution. And she's going to need so here once again in the second half, as Theo Harris will enter the game. Yeah.
I would just say that for the remainder of the match, go against.
Yeah. So Kalidrakos will shift back towards her central back position. Theo Harris will go over to the right back side, similar to how they started, as the ball will go into the corner.
Oh, to see it.
I see if they can get across. Good movement coming in from the Oshawa player. That's Pullman still fighting her way forward. She finds a teammate in Hancock, but it just bounces over her foot. Oshawa still, though, is pressing, but Caledon will be able to clear it away momentarily.
The goal scorers? And the minutes?
There comes the ball. Goes through the middle of the field. Rickards up for Sweeney. Sweeney pulls it back, tries to go to the left. That shot gets blocked. Then Caledon cleared away, goes for another opportunity, but that won't trail Pacheco too much. She makes the save, but can't keep this one in play as Antonucci went towards the goal. But it gets punched aside, and that's for a corner kick. Responding to the Cyclones with an opportunity and chance of their own.
far post on the kick here are the players. This one's going to go towards the near post as Sweeney was making the run as her kick went right off of a Caledon player and out for another corner kick. Another corner kick from Coleman goes towards the near post of this time. They find a player, I guess it was trying to do a flick on there, was Neckers. But it goes right out for a goal kick as here comes a double substitution incoming here for the Caledon Cyclones. It is Tavares re-entering the game as well as Samantha Russell. They're going to replace Healy and Adonia. So the Russell came on as a substitute, got a goal almost instantly. As you had more substitutions, Oshawa is going to make a couple themselves as Andre is coming back into the game as well as Slocum. They're going to place Neckers in Antonucci. Ball's going to go all the way towards Lucifora. Shaz tries to put the ball up, find Coleman, and get it towards her, but it's won back once again by Helen McDonald. She's going to try to play the ball down the left side, and it's going to be Calajarakos who gets to that ball first. She gets it over to the far side of the field. There's a cross opportunity as Sweeney tries to see if she can hold on to the edge of the touchline. Gets it as far as Fontana, who hits this one right back towards the corner, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Cyclones, keeping their own end, and Oshawa, if they contain them into this corner, can win this ball right off the touch. Gonna play a little 1-2 off of the throw, and then Caledon will get themselves out of the corner as Fontana tries to put it right back in, but puts it right into the middle where no players are inside, and this is gonna allow a counter break the other way. Lucifera trying to utilize her speed, drives by Lucifera, and she plays across the ball. Whitman does a good job winning that one in the air as she's going to try to throw this one instantly. Good job there from Andre, able to get around the defender. She just played up first time, a little bit too strong to get onto the foot of Sweeney, and Caledon will be able to settle it down once again as Kristich plays a little 1-2 towards Kristich over in the corner. Getting to that one first, though, was Goff. And Goff will be able to hit this one out for throwing for Caledon. A couple more substitutions incoming here for Oshawa on their next opportunity. Wait, Caledon is still continuing with the ball until those substitutions can happen.
Red idea, Laya, red idea.
Girls, we need to want this ball.
Greco right down to the feet of Tavares. And for Kristich trying to pull herself away. And it go against Fontana into the corner. Good battle between the two players. Kristich puts this one inside, trying to find Warren. And Slocum gets in the way, but hits it right towards Greco. Now Fontana tries to get out the field. And in the way once again, this time it's Taylor who will just hit this one all the way back towards their defense. And Caledon will reset before bringing that ball up the field. As a Farrow again to try to utilize the pace once again, but drag towards it, finds a teammate. There's a shot from distance, but it's White who makes the save. Good run up all the way up the field with Warren. Once again, she got the second goal of this game, and she almost got to go to there. She collides hard with Goff, and it'll be Caledon who wins a free kick after the two players were fighting for that ball. Greco asking for some space before setting up for this free kick.
Zero, tuck in the middle a bit. There you go. There you go, that's good. Help Julia.
And it's Greco. Tons of space. The player Sweeney moves off of the play. She's got a free eye line of sight to cross this one in. Tries to find Russell. The ball will find its way towards Mazzaferro. Tavares will try to shot from distance. Not sure if it took a deflection. Yes, it did. Took a deflection as it will go out for another corner kick. Comes another corner kick for the Cyclones. This one's going to bounce in the goal area, but no one was able to find touch. Still loose though. Goes back towards Warren, and she gets the goal. Emma Warren finds another one here in the 58th minute. As she's able to retrieve that ball. It went onto the cross. It bounced forward. No one got a touch from Mazzaferro. Put that one right back across. And Warren hits it in. Coming from the Golden Horseshoe League, playing 1 year up in the under-15 division. They're currently sitting in first place. And they're showing why here so far here in the Celtic. We found one of their second straight championship. Another corner kick for Kristen. Kristen's just going to put this one towards the near post. That one's going to be blocked by Goff.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Second player's having to boot this one up to the field, and it's going to go as far as Kyle Draco's way. She can't handle it. Luckily, though, Taylor is behind her. She hits over to Theo Harris. Down the line towards Kristen. Kristen will keep this one in. No, says the assistant referee. And it's going to go out for thrown before she played that kick. And Kristen's just going to use this opportunity to fix the shoelace before continuing here. Experts in the field of youth concussion, Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital formed a collaboration with Ontario Soccer. This partnership will improve concussion awareness and education to ensure the improved safety of youth soccer players across the province. To learn more about the services at the Holland Bloorview Concussion Center, please visit hollandbloorview.ca/concussion.
That's my favorite.
Krasinski.
The holy one, that's right. We saw the magic bucket.
Taylor with a nice seam pass. She gets this one, but it doesn't matter. She's offside though, because the assistant referee. That was a great pass from Taylor, finding a way through the entire midfield, so sending her winger onto a run. But she was caught in behind the play.
Those are for infants, the young lady.
Trying to play this one across. That gets blocked in here by Russell. Russell takes a little bit of a ball there, does Abby Russell. And Abby Russell on trying to get back to feet, fell down again, and she'll win a free kick for the Cyclones. This one blocked by Goff as they try to get it forward, but Bowman hits it as far towards the midfield as Warren tries to get it up.
Come on, C. Let's pressure that, Sierra.
Thea Harris.
There we go. Good pressure. Good pressure.
Back we go for Taylor. Taylor tries to switch it, but she finds a red jersey there, and that's King trying to get it out. Parker King trying to drive her way by Straczynski, but Straczynski does well. She's going to get some help from Mazzaferro. She's going to be able to withstand that pressure. They're going to move this one up down the field. As Russell gets it up, and that's Straczynski, who's joined up on the right back. Will continue making a run. She gets the crossing for Russell. And Russell, who will hit it off of the defense alone. Back with Fontana, who makes a huge block there. As Samantha Russell almost got her second of the game. There's a big jostle happening in front of the goalkeeper right now as they're fighting for position for this corner kick, but this one's going to be played a little bit on the outside. Tavares tries to send it right back